Today on Community Cooking, we have guest chef Elisabeth Sercio making a brilliant Brazilian menu. It's a mango dressing salad served with Brazilian steak. This is one homemade meal you don't want to miss. We're cooking with some of the best chefs from right here in our own community. So grab a seat and get comfortable. We have another great meal. This is your Community Cooking. Hi, and welcome to Community Cooking. I'm your host, Maria Prekagis, and I am super excited to have my guest today, guest chef Elisabeth Sercio. Where does Sercio come from?
It's from Portugal.
Portugal. But you grew up in Brazil, correct?
Yes, but my dad was from Portugal.
I love it. What was it like growing up in Brazil?
It's great.
And then when did you come to the United States?
29 years ago.
29 years ago. Now, what prompted you to say, okay, I'm coming to the U.S.?
I came because my mom, I need to help my mom. My mom was here for a long time, and I came to help her because she was sick. That's why I'm here.
I love it. Well, we're going to talk about how you got into chefing because it is a hilarious story. But first today, it's all about Brazilians like their meat.
Yes.
Steak. I
Yes.
love it. So what are we going to make? And let's go over the ingredients for our first dishes.
Yeah, I bought some ribeye steak, and then I cooked them together with onion, carrots, thyme, parsley, garlic, and put a beef broth, and I cook all together.
Oh, yum.
So when the meat gets very soft, I discard all the vegetables because they cook for too long, and I start to shred the meat. That's that one.
That's this one. And then this is going to go with the salad?
With the salad, because this salad I ate in Brazil,
Oh, no way. I love it.
and it's very good, and then I'm going to try to make it here for people to learn how good it is.
So the salad, some romaine. What other ingredients do we have for the salad?
Mango, fresh mango, cucumber, tomato, cherry tomatoes, and Parmesan cheese.
And I like that it's sliced. It's so good.
Yeah.
I love it. And then the dressing. Now, did you have this dressing in Brazil when you had the salad?
Yes, with the fresh mango juice, a dash of red vinegar,
Oh,
olive oil, and salt and pepper.
yum. And then we're going to make an appetizer with this beef mixture.
Yeah, I have the beef left over from the salad, the shredded beef, and then I put some red onion, parsley, salt, pepper, vinegar, and olive oil, and the red pepper. So you can make a sandwich, you can make like appetizer. It tastes very good.
Oh my gosh, I would just do this, but I'll wait. So what do we want to get started on? What
The
was
appetizers?
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
This smells so good, by the way. Oh, and so you just have some bread, French bread? French
Yeah, I'm going to
rolls?
slice the bread.
I'm thinking that knife is very, very sharp.
Yeah.
My knives, I used to when I first started cooking and hosting the show years ago, you know, I didn't want to use sharp knives because I'm like, I might cut myself. Well, obviously, everyone knows that's the opposite. You need a sharp knife. And bread knives, you need a
Can
good
I
bread
grab
knives.
the plate for me, please?
Yes. So start telling, I love the story of how you got into becoming a chef.
You want me to tell you everything?
Oh, give me the, shortened version, but
Well, my first job when I came to the United States was a limo driver.
so like the big long limos.
Yeah, 14 passengers. I drove limousines for 3 years, and then I got tired. And then I said, my mom, I'm going to be a chef. And then I found a job with this family, and I told them, I'm not a chef, but I know how to cook. My food is very good.
And they gave you the job.
And they gave me the job, and I worked for them for a year. A year later, my boss came to the kitchen. He said to me, I'm going to let you go. I said, why? And he says, because I'm just built a new house, and I'm going to hire a professional chef. You are not a professional chef.
Oh, but cooking for him for a year was okay.
It was okay for the family. I said, fine. So I went home very sad because I lost my job, of course. And I told my mom, I'm going to be a chef. And I went to the Cordon Bleu to be a chef.
And when you got your papers, were you like, see?
Well, when I got my paper, you don't want me to tell the whole story, do you?
Well, we don't know who this is.
Oh, well.
You were very proud, we'll just say that.
When I got my paper, I made a nice copy, and I put in a nice frame, and I sent to the person who let me go a year.
See, I love it. You were just letting him know, you were an actual chef and available. I love it. Oh, you have to have a little spunk and spark in your life.
Well, I had a lot of them.
I'm thinking you still have some. So the mixture, now you can make this ahead of time?
Yeah, actually, it's better you make one day ahead.
Okay, and then everything gets infused together.
The flavor.
And now you didn't toast this bread, which I kind of like. Could you toast it?
Yeah, you can warm it up if you want.
Yeah, but I like it a little softer.
Just try it. It's very good.
Yum. Well, I'm going to wait till the very end because it's too pretty. So that was simple. I like very simple dishes. So that's the appetizer, and then the salad. We just mix everything together?
Yes, I'm going to put it here in a big bowl.
Oh, see, and presentation is key. Look at that, it's pretty.
I'm going to put
The romaine.
the romaine leather.
I do like romaine. I will hand you. So cherry tomatoes, you quartered them.
Yes, I did.
And then you are a seedless cucumber girl, I see.
Yeah, I take I take the seeds off because the seeds it has a lot of water.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't want the salad get soggy.
Okay. And romaine's a great. Oh, wait, I have to do this, though. My hands are clean.
This is the mango.
Mango is so hard to cut because of the big pit inside, I think.
Yeah, I cut like a little square, see?
Mm-hmm. I like things bite-sized, so thank you.
The meat.
Oh, that looks delicious. There's enough salad here for, a few people.
Yeah, for the army maybe.
Oh, when I make salad, that's my thing to make. I make kind of a modernized Greek salad whenever I go to my
have
brother's.
a clean hand.
Yes, I know you do. When I go to my brother and sister-in-law's, and my sister-in-law has a bowl, and I swear it feeds like 40 people because I always make too much salad. You can never have enough salad in my book. See, it's so gorgeous, too, with the different colors. Ugh, mango dressing. I love, so you ate this. Now, when you go back to Brazil, do you still go to the restaurant? Is it still there where you found this salad?
Yeah.
It is?
I went there a few times to see how they make the salad.
Were you taste testing yours versus theirs?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
I love it. And just pour it on. So mango. Where do you get mango juice? Just at the store?
You can make your own. You can slice the mango and put a little water and blend them.
Oh, okay, blender. I'm like, how? Okay.
Yeah, if they are too thick, you can put a little more water.
Okay.
But tastes
Perfect.
good anyway.
I'll take that for you.
And then you put the shaved Parmesan cheese on top.
Yum. Yeah, when you get it shaved, you can taste it because there's a little more to it.
Yeah, I did this with the potato peeler.
Oh, I was going to ask. That's easy.
There you have it.
Okay, well, there's enough salad for me. I'm going to be excited to get onto the steak, so we're going to take a quick break, clean up, and we come back Brazilian steak.
Sure.
On the menu. You're watching Community Cooking.
Amazing. I don't even know what's going on.
Hello.
Hi, I'm from Blue Hood Stone Barns.
What?
May I come in?
Yeah, come in.
We brought a meal for you, and I'm here to serve it to you.
Wow. Okay, great.
Zucchini carbonara with egg
Wow.
and pork belly, made from
Thank
zucchini
you.
that was harvested earlier this morning.
So good. Again? Hello.
Hey, Deb Barber.
Hello, guys. I'm sorry to bust in here, but you have room for a little bit more?
Come on in.
Thank you. Mind if I just plate this in the kitchen and bring it out to you?
No, go for it.
Thanks,
Wow.
guys. Thanks.
Believe that?
No.
Bruschettes with sausage. So when we made that zucchini carbonara, they're the end pieces of zucchini and then the cores that we cut away to give you those perfect strips. Not to mention zucchini flour. Usually those get thrown out. but we love this part of the zucchini, and we're always making dishes that use the whole zucchini. If you don't mind, I'm gonna just do a little bit of lemon juice on here to finish it.
Great.
Enjoy.
I should have figured that it finished the zucchini, right? We started it and we should have finished it.
Yeah, so
We're not
should
wasting
we-
it. We're not throwing it away. Amazing.
Try it?
Yeah. Straight off the skewer.
I'm never supposed to ask how you like a dish, but how'd you like the dish?
I loved it. This is a great treat for us.
Does that, oh,
Again? Hi.
Hi, I'm here to bring you your third course. It's the vines from your zucchini.
they resemble penne pasta, huh? We'll have a little zucchini stem pasta if you're up for that. A different experience of zucchini. Isn't that crazy? 40% of food in America never gets eaten. Here's a chance to do something creative and delicious with the whole plant. We dig in, huh?
Yeah.
When we start to think differently about our food, we can get a lot more out of it.
This is delicious.
What do you think we can make out of this? 40% of food in America is never eaten. Cook it, store it, share it. Just don't waste it. Visit savethefood.com to see the full recipes and learn how to reduce food waste in your own kitchen.
Welcome back to Community Cooking. If you're just tuning in, I'm your host, Maria Prekachis, and I am with the very talented chef, Elisabeth Sercio. I just like to say your name.
Thank you.
So we made a great salad with some Brazilian beef and also some appetizers. Now we're going straight to the steaks. I love it. What kind of steaks did
The
you get?
New York steak.
It's a New York steak. Do you have a preference when you're making steak?
New York steak, I like filet mignon.
Well, who doesn't? I do too. So what are the ingredients, and then we'll start cooking.
Oh, this steak, I just put salt and pepper. Anything else?
Just that's it. I love it. And do
Are
you
you-
have a preference for salt?
I use kosher.
Kosher.
Yeah.
I know different chefs like different things, and there's quite a variety now of different types of salt. You go and there are like 10 different pink salt, Himalayan, there's
Oh,
kosher.
that's better for salads.
Okay. Okay. I always like to get my tips for what to use for what.
Yeah. Now, I'm gonna put some olive oil.
Okay. In the pan. And olive oil cooks at a high temperature, doesn't it?
Yeah, and butter. I just mix a little bit with olive oil because the butter burns very fast.
That's how I grew up with burned brown butter and spaghetti. How funny is that?
I make a very good sauce with the burn butter.
Oh.
Now I
now-
can put a little higher.
Okay. And you have to watch the butter because you don't want it to brown for this. Just melt it
I
in.
don't mind because it's not gonna burn because the olive oil.
Okay. Yeah, we did brown butter. Brown butter adds flavor. Well, butter adds flavor to everything. Let's just be honest. But
Oh, this burn butter with the pine nuts
ooh.
mixed with the pasta. Oh my God, it's very good.
Oh, I'm gonna have to try that because we do mazithra, Greek mazithra cheese in that. But burn butter, pine nuts,
See,
and pasta.
the thing's very hot. The pan have to be smoking
Okay.
because for the sear the beef the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
When you put in there, don't touch it.
Yeah. Now, how do you know? Just when it does start smoking?
On
The
the pan
pan?
starts
Oh, yeah.
smoking, very, very hot.
That pan, I bet you've seen a few recipes.
Then in there. So you put the beef. See the nice noise?
Yes.
Just leave it there. Don't touch it.
Okay. Well, that's my problem. I always want to touch and fiddle and turn and just leave it.
You want to put another one?
Yeah. If you don't mind, why not?
Well, of course not.
The crew's already salivating, so I could eat a whole one, but so just salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. Anything else?
That's so, and I like it because it's this recipe very easy. So salt and pepper, and then we put it in. We don't touch it, but we're going to talk about it. Can we talk about it? We won't touch it.
Yeah,
Look at
don't
that.
put.
Those are big steaks, and you just let them go.
Yeah.
How long do they sit and sear before we get to touch it and serve
You
it?
see the color on the bottom.
Okay.
I do by eye.
Well, of course you do. Of course you do. There are tongs in the drawer if you need some. And then let's talk about the sauce you're going to put on top. This looks
this sauce-
fabulous.
I saute the mushroom with butter. I slice the mushroom very thin. I saute with butter and put on the side.
Okay.
And then on another pan, I sauteed shallots with butter and olive oil. When they start to get translucent, and then you put the white wine. And let it simmer and reduce like a syrupy, or a little bit over half. And then you put the chicken stock and let them simmer and put the thyme and forget about it.
I like these recipes. Forget about it for a while.
And let them simmer.
Okay.
So when you see that it is getting very low, and then you put the mushroom inside.
Okay.
So let it simmer for like 2-3 minutes, and then you put the cream.
I was gonna say there's cream in there too.
Yeah, and then you taste with salt and pepper.
Yeah. Oh, yum. Anything with mushrooms is delicious, let me tell you. And so you've made it for us. Ooh, look at that. So any type of mushrooms? Do you have a preference?
The white one.
The white ones?
So now you can turn it over.
Oh yeah, I see. It's starting to go up a little, up the sides.
See the color?
Oh.
Nice color.
And do you usually cook it fairly rare?
How do you like?
I like medium rare.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. And then question, I know that everyone says you're supposed to let your meat rest before it gets to room temperature.
Yeah, don't cut it. Let them rest 10 minutes after you take
Afterwards.
it from here.
And then before, do you let it come to room temperature? I shouldn't say rest. Do you let it, instead of straight from the refrigerator, do you let it warm up a little, the meat?
Sometimes I do. Depends what I'm going to do.
Okay.
If it's steak, yes.
Yeah. So I've seen chefs do this with their hand, and they're like, that's rare, that's medium. Is it just because you've done it so long, you know what's what and how much time?
I do everything I do by eye, by heart.
I love it. You've been doing this a while. You've also cooked, we're not going to name them, but for many very big-time celebrities. That's cool.
Do you want me to tell him?
Well, I don't know. Were you under contract to never tell who you cooked for? I don't want to get you in trouble, but you've cooked
Now
for
I
some-
work for Jacqueline Smith.
She seems like she would be a lovely lady.
She is very sweet person.
I love it. And you just, I mean, obviously you grew up in Brazil, you have a diverse background, but I'm thinking you cook anything now, especially because you're a chef and went to culinary
I'm
school.
doing this for over 20 years.
You know what you're talking about. Do you have a favorite meal to cook or to eat?
French,
French.
Italian.
See, I was like Italian because I just think of pasta all the time, but there's so much more. So that didn't take very long, so now we're going to let it rest. That's the most important part.
Don't
of
throw
cooking
them
steak.
away because that one is very good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So tell me, we're going to let these rest. We have some rice.
Yeah. Let them rest for a while. Cover them. Let them.
So they're still cooking.
Yeah. So this one, before I serve,
Yes.
I put some parsley.
Okay. Just to add color and a little bit of flavor.
For a little bit color and flavor.
Okay. And then what are these? These are going to go on top of the steak?
Yes.
What are they and where do I get them?
This is a little French potato. You can find them on Brazilian market.
Oh, it was like a little French fry. So do the potatoes just come like this, all made?
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
You can buy in the bag in the Brazilian market.
I'll buy a few bags. Those are tasty. All right, we're going to let the steaks rest. Good time to take a break. We will be right back. You're watching Community Cooking.
Hey guys, I'm Joel Gammon, National Chef for Sur La Table and host of Scraps, a food waste cooking show. And right now I'm whipping up Thanksgiving for 10, and I planned it all out with the Guestimator by Save the Food. And I'm cooking one of my favorite side dishes. This is beet greens, unbelievably forgotten, incredibly peppery, and I bet you can even find this free at your local farmer's market. This is my beet greens with nutmeg and clementine. So they come to you like this, right? The beets grow on the bottom, and all you do is you just take your finger and you just rip off the greens, okay? So the stems themselves are crunchy, they're absolutely delicious. Chop them up just into bite-sized pieces. It looks like a lot, but really when it cooks, all the water goes away, and it's just this amazing concentration of flavor. Speaking of flavor, we gotta build a base for these greens. So I've got some chili, garlic, and ginger. They're not flavors you see all the time in Thanksgiving. Maybe a little bit of ginger in your pumpkin pie, but not fresh like this, which brings a little heat. I got a little bit of canola oil, I'm going to add just a couple tablespoons to the pan. And then I'm going to gather up all of these aromatics. You want to hear a little sizzle. Give this a little bit of time in the pan because this is going to kind of crisp up and add just a touch of texture to those greens. I've got some preserved lemons, and all you're after is the peel. It's pungent, salty, and goes perfect with these flavors. Oh, that garlic smells so good. Now, beet greens. And beet greens have enough water where it's going to kind of deglaze the pan and pick up all the flavor that you've worked really hard in kind of building. I like to stack them just until I can't stack them anymore. Throw on the lid and wait about, 2-3 minutes. And what's rad about beet greens, they're almost impossible to overcook. So you just kind of keep going until it all fits in the pan. So it's been about 15 minutes, and I told you that giant pile creates this nice, even layer. Nutmeg and greens, spinach, kale, collards, and especially beet greens. Count to 10, because this stuff really makes it sing. And then while you have your little microplane out, I've got Clementine. And then I'm gonna open up the Clementines. Oh, this smells so good. And as I'm kind of squeezing, the Clementine and all the spices and the zest and the nutmeg is making kind of a little pan sauce in the bottom. That over these greens. All day, baby. I started with 8 ounces per person, which is what the guesstimator told me to use, and honestly, it's the perfect amount. This is so different, so out of the box. People are gonna be blown away by this. The stems are really tender. The greens are really, really delicious. You get all that clementine, you get that nutmeg, and it just seasons the whole dish. This is so different, and I absolutely adore it. If you want this recipe, even more food waste tips, and of course, the guesstimator, head to savethefood.com. I'm gonna take out this whole entire plate.
Welcome back to Community Cooking. Elizabeth, this is my favorite part, tasting. I'm gonna start with the appetizer. Remind me again what is in this?
Is the shredded meat that I made for the salad. I put some onion, red onion, parsley, red wine vinegar, lemon, olive oil.
All the flavors are infused together. That and with the vinegar, oh, delicious. All right, now I pulled myself a little salad with the shredded beef. How long did it cook the beef?
Until they got very soft.
A couple hours usually, maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah. The mango with the mango dressing. With the flavored beef.
It's good, huh? Good stuff.
I love it. I get to try so much. All right, now this. I have a feeling the steak with the sauce. Who doesn't love some mushroom sauce? It melts in your mouth.
Thank you.
And that sauce. I mean, the steak would be, it just enhances the flavor of the meat. Now that rice is good, but it's not plain white rice. What did you do to
No,
it?
that's the way we make in Brazil. I saute with olive oil, onions, and garlic. But don't take the garlic too long because they got burned very fast and got bitter. So when they start to like at 2 minutes, and then you put the rice, and then you put the chicken stock. Let them cook and put a little salt. That's it.
It is so fantastic. And all of it. You can come back and be with me anytime.
Thank you very much. I will.
I appreciate you coming in. I encourage you to try all of these recipes at home. They are delicious. And I like the New York steak.
Thank you.
That's key. Well, on behalf of Elizabeth, myself, and the entire crew, thanks for tuning in today. And remember, we really do have some of the best chefs right here in our own community. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time on Community Cooking.
If you'd like a copy of the recipes seen on this show, send us a self-addressed stamped envelope to the Office of Cable and Community Relations. That's 3350 Civic Center Drive, Suite 200, in Torrance, California, 90503. Be sure to note the show number displayed on the screen. And don't forget, you can find all the fresh ingredients used on today's show at the Farmers Market. Visit the one here in Torrance at Wilson Park. That's located at 2200 Crenshaw Boulevard. They're open every Tuesday and Saturday from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m., rain or shine. And if you'd like to be a guest on our show, email us at communitycooking@torranceca.gov and check us out online at youtube.com/TorranceCityCable and like us on Facebook at Community Cooking TV.